Hey guys, Plumber Hammer here. Figured it might be time for another update video. So what I've got in front of me, you might recognize as the Triumph of St. Katherine. So right now in the current meta of Sisters players, if you consider yourself a Sisters player, you've got this model. So I guess up until a couple days ago, I couldn't consider myself a Sisters player because I didn't have the Triumph of St. Katherine, and now I do. So I wanted to start off the video talking about this because it's probably going to be the focus point of many of my shorts that'll come out in the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to spend a long time painting this thing. I want it to be awesome. And I'm not going to show you too much about it. It's fully assembled, except for the backpack of Saint, I want to say that's Dominica in the back, but I didn't take good enough notes. Let's see how I can do. That is St. Katherine. That's St. Mina. That's St. Arabella. Oh, by the way, St. Katherine of Our Martyred Lady, St. Mina of Bloody Rose, St. Arabella of the Sacred Rose, Saint someone or other of Valorous Heart, and yeah, clearly I don't know the last three off the top of my head, but I'm gonna be painting this thing, and I'll show y'all my progress as it goes along. I am so scared for this model. Anytime I actually play with it, I'm going to give it the utmost care, because those some number 5 cherubs up above it, you see the shakiness of my hand and how much they're shaking. Scares me a lot. But yeah, currently with the Sisters Codex coming out, if you got these girls on the board, you just automatically get an extra miracle dice at the beginning of your command phase, and guess what? It's a 6. Just magnifique. So, Triumph of St. Katherine. I'll show y'all more about what I got going on with that in some shorts. What I've been up to lately is painting, and more painting, to the point where I have been somewhat neglectful of actually playing the game of Warhammer 40k, and that's unfortunate. I was supposed to be helping Mike get ready for War Games Con, and I've been a really bad amigo in that regard, and he feels like he hasn't gotten the practice that he could have, and I feel partially to blame, so I feel bad for that, but I'm sure he's still going to do great. I'll be rooting for him. So what I wanted to do in this episode of What's Plumber Hammer Up To is kind of a little mail call video, because those are fun. So I've got packages that I've been getting as of late, and let's see what those are. I've really been focused on Sisters lately, so I've even got some more stuff coming in. My Sisters army is almost 100% collected. And I consider an army 100% collected when you can do just about every option that that army has. And with the addition of the Triumph and Astrid Thurga and Agatha Dolan and a couple Castigators and the Jump Pack Canoness and a boatload of Seraphim, because I didn't have a whole lot of Seraphim and now apparently they're good. I am getting to the point where I have every single model for the sisters in almost triplicate, and that's when I consider an army 100% collected. And that's good because that means I don't have to spend any more money on that army, and that makes me happy. So that was package number 1. Astrid Thurga and Agatha Dolan, and they buff and stuff. I don't really know if people even use them a whole lot, but I think they're cool. She has a giant banner. She has her little scribe buddy, Agatha, that wanders along beside her and apparently is willing to take a bullet for her, so good gal. Next one. This one I'm real excited. Y'all have heard me talk about this guy in the past. Other channels have Siege Studios and, you know, high dollar painting studios, and I don't need none of that because I have Minimasters. Check him out on Fiverr. A while ago I started collecting Dark Angels, and I decided while there are a lot of models that I am willing to paint, I want most of my Dark Angels army to be painted by Mr. Minimasters. So that is what we got going on here. If you don't feel like painting your models, if you have far too many models to paint, or if you just feel like you have a model that you want to be painted to a higher level than the rest of your army, please jump on Fiverr, look up Minimasters, and he will paint your models to that level. So first one is a old school Terminator Librarian, of course painted in the Librarius blue, but I will most likely slap some Dark Angels icons on him because every Space Marine army needs a Terminator Librarian. That's the new model. This is the one everybody was excited about. That's Asmodai. Oh man. Do you see the smoke that Mr. Minimaster did? That is amazing. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, yes. When the Dark Angels Codex first came out, Chapter Master Azrael was a must-take, and I'm pretty sure he still is. I think people run him with a whole squad of Hellblasters because yes. And oh man, look at his banner. Incredible. Yeah, I could have painted him, but I know he wouldn't have looked this good. And Minimasters delivers. This is from the Indomitus box. This is the new lieutenant with his knives and combi weapon. And then he's got a Tyranid carapace on his shoulder. Oh, so cool. So very cool. The last batch of stuff I sent off to Minimasters was a bunch of Deathwing Terminators, and they look amazing. And now I've got a Deathwing Terminator Captain from the Indomitus box to lead them. Also standing on a big pile of Tyranid guts, and look at his cape. Phenomenal. Facing these guys the wrong direction. Turn around, Azrael. Turn around, unnamed Terminator Captain. Turn around, Asmodai. Face stage front, please. Do 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 do. Don't know why, but I just started humming the Doug theme song. Any of you old enough to remember Doug? Yeah. This is, of course, Deathwing Grandmaster Belial, the new model. I actually have the old model, and I might send it to Mr. Minimaster just because it'd be fun. It's always neat to see old models show up in people's lists. I see Morty and Glory running original Ursarkar E Creed and not Ursula Creed, and I always think that's pretty cool. So, you know, why not? Belial. When I was going absolutely wild with the Dark Angels stuff, I built all of the characters first, and as soon as I could, I packaged them up and sent them off. So here we got the Indomitus Librarian, Terminator Librarian with Force Axe. Amazing. I love how his armor, he really captured the glow. Like, his armor isn't just blue, it's blue with like glowing runes and little trickles of energy here and there. It's the way a librarian should look. Amazing. And that looks like the last one here. So if you've been keeping up with this, is stuff from Indomitus / stuff from the Dark Angels Battle Force that came out. You could probably guess what's coming next. It's the Apothecary Biologus in Gravis armor. And I hear he's really cool. And he looks really cool. And I might not put a particular insignia on him. That way he can just run with anything. I might even do that with the librarians too. I don't know. I've got several Space Marine chapters, so it would probably make more sense to keep the more generic characters to where they can run with anybody. Let me know in the comments if you think that sucks. If enough of you say, hey Lee, that really sucks, that sucks, you might convince me. So yeah, those are the characters that I sent off to Minimasters, and holy cow, worth it. Next, another box. This one's got customs declarations on it, so that means it's from England. Or just in general, it's from across the pond. I believe this is from Etsy. There might not be much to see here. This is from Etsy. My guard army has a fair amount of Death Corps of Krieg, and I found these Death Corps Ogren. Hey, you. Come here. Hey. Come here. No, don't back up. Quiet on the set, please. So, these are Death Corps Ogren. And they look awesome. Resin printed. I only got them with the Brute Shield and the Mauls. But I can't wait to paint those up. Like a lot of my stuff with shields, I might mag them. They have huge arms, so I could even put like a 3mm magnet in there, and I would never have to worry about his arms falling off on the battlefield. So I might just do that. That makes a lot of sense. So that's what that is. Death Corps Ogren. With a huge air exchanger on the back. Because he's a big boy and he needs a big rebreather to keep his lumbering body moving across the battlefield. Yeah. So, last but not least, I am excited about this. This is going to be another one from Etsy. I have been far too long using one of the containers from my giant dice holder as my dice tray. And while I was at Clutch City, I bought a small dice tray, and then I found out that I have a ballistic skill of 6+, because I cannot hit a small dice tray to save my life. So I perused Etsy. And I got this. Oh! So cool. So cool. Plumber hammer dice tray. Yeah, buddy. Someday I will have merch. But I think I'm a long way from that. The felt is kind of peeling up in the corners, but you know what? I happen to know how to use super glue, so I will fix that. But otherwise, I'm stoked. So stoked. That is cool. That is super cool. And you know what? Even I can hit that. Here we go. Ah. It's a 3. Not a bad roll for the first roll. That would make a 0 AP armor save on a sister. Ha! There you have it. So, that's all my mail. That's everything I wanted to show y'all that's happened in the past month or so. I'm going to keep painting. I will feature the Triumph of St. Katherine in a bunch of my upcoming shorts. And thank y'all so much for watching.